What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am, and if y'all are, trust me, it's about to get a little bit better, because I got a story time for y'all that was sent in by a subscriber about how his teachers ended up getting in a fist fight at the assembly. Yeah, that's right, it's all fun and games till the teachers that are constantly telling you to be nice to each other start punching each other and screaming at one another. Nothing like some good old-fashioned hypocrisy to start a day. Regardless, it should be a pretty fun video. Be sure to press the like button, or no joke, no scam, you're getting in a fight, and let's go.
The sun's down and I'm feeling it right, so tell me, little mama, what you doing tonight? You know I'm trying to hit it, I'm not being polite.
Alright, so every now and then there's a situation where you don't like somebody you work with. I'm pretty sure everybody who's had a job has been there. It's just the reality of life is sometimes you're gonna have to deal with somebody you don't really get along with, you know? And I guess when I was in school, I never really thought about the idea of teachers like not really getting along. For the most part, they all seem to kind of have like the code of teachers where they're all united against the spawns of Satan they're in charge of. But I guess at this kid's school, there were two English teachers that really didn't get along. They both taught 11th grade English, and I guess the kids at the school had kind of like stirred up some drama between them. It all started because one of the English teachers that we're gonna call Miss A really loved talking crap about Miss Keynes, right? Miss A and Miss Keynes didn't really get along, and Miss A was very open about that. You know, I'm gonna be honest, if I wasn't getting along with a teacher, if I was a teacher, I probably wouldn't be telling the kids, because I know teenagers are gonna stir the pot. But she had no problem talking crap about Miss Keynes, and it was the type of crap talking that you definitely shouldn't do to a group of high school students. Like, whatever, bro, if your teacher wants to sit there and be like, my lesson plans are way more well thought out than Miss Keynes. Honestly, I don't know how she draws her lesson plans. It looks like she uses an off-brand expo marker. Like, if you're throwing around teacher insults, I guess it's not that big of a deal, bro. But in class, somebody would be like, Miss Keynes' class is da-da-da-da-da, and she would be like, yeah, well, that's why Miss Keynes' husband is leaving her. That's right, class, she's getting a divorce. Like, she would just air dirty laundry of this girl for no reason to high school students. And obviously, as a former high school student, one thing you gotta understand is there's always kids that are willing to just be really mean to teachers for some reason. I don't know if they think it makes them look cool or whatnot, but once Miss A started airing dirty laundry about Miss Kane, it wasn't long until, like, you know, it got back to her, bro. The first time she was being mean to a kid and they threw her divorce back in her face, she knew that one of the teachers had to have been talking, and from there, it wasn't hard to get sympathy from enough students for them to tell her. But you see, Miss Keynes also suffered from being ridiculously petty, bro. Like, both of these people didn't like each other. To be fair, if somebody had gone around telling a bunch of high school students that I was getting a divorce, I definitely would be petty too. But instead of like going to the principal and resolving this or calling out Miss A, she in turn just starts talking crap about Miss A to her class. So she starts saying about how, you know, at least I was able to get married, like I'm not some floozy out there who can't get any guy to commit to her. Like, these two women are just talking back and forth to each other, which does occasionally happen, bro. But it gets to another level of bad after that. You see, other teachers start to become involved in this little beef. It's almost like the entire school started to do what happened in Twilight, where everybody started breaking up into like Edward and Jacob. Instead of teachers going along and telling the students like, now class, it's not okay to talk about teachers this way, or like going to the teachers and letting them know kids were talking, random teachers would just start jumping in on like the drama, dude. Your government teacher would just be sitting there like, yeah, that is right. I did hear Miss A one time clogged the toilet with the poop so big it couldn't flush. Like, basically the entire school had gotten in on the rumors that these two had started about each other. Like, it was the staff talking about it, the teachers, the administration. Almost everyone and their mom basically knew about these teachers secretly hating each other. And other than talking crap about each other and making everybody kind of involved in the middle of their drama, they somehow managed to not throw hands. I don't know about y'all, but if I was mad enough at somebody to go around making up rumors that they like poop their pants, I feel like it would be a matter of time until we've thrown hands. I've never disliked somebody that much, but you know, somehow these people managed to hold it together. And that was until the assembly. You see, this school had an end of year assembly where they did like yearly rewards for the teacher. Each grade had to pick their favorite teacher for each subject, and you know, that seems like a pretty fun time, to be honest. Maybe I actually would have cared a little bit more about my teachers if they would have been trying trying to win a contest the entire year and not just like trying to push me out the other side of the class. But as a joke for the 11th grade English department, they decided to put the two teachers that hated each other as the nominees, which meant they were going to have to like run against each other. And teachers were allowed to campaign. Usually in the past, teachers would just kind of like take it pretty easy and just be like, hey guys, I've been nominated for Teacher of the Year. It sure would be pretty swag if y'all voted for me. You know how teachers are doing it, like, all right, class, remember, to vote for me for swaggiest teacher of August so I can get a roaring panther paw. Or like whatever your mascot was, bro. Mine was a bird. But you know, whatever your mascot is, the teachers usually doing stuff like that. But these teachers, because they were going up against each other, start going ridiculously hard, like campaigning to be the English Teacher of the Year. During all their classes, like they're spending 10 minutes at the start of class talking to their students about their strategy and why they should vote for them, bro. They're making posters. One of them, Miss Keynes, ended up like buying a bunch of candy and giving it out in the hallway. So Miss A bought candy and started giving it out in the hallway. Like, these teachers are obviously taking this a little bit too seriously, dude. Really going back and forth. They start launching like smear campaigns on each other like it's politics. You know the political ads where it's like, has this ever happened to you? Well, John Balzac voted for this 18 times in 1947. Like that type of stuff. Yeah, they both start talking about like how much homework the other one gives out and how the other one like made their kids watch Shakespeare while we acted out Shakespeare. Like they're really just going at it trying to one up each other to win the Teacher of the Year thing. And I guess nobody realized that this was getting incredibly toxic because for some reason, even after weeks of them continually like ramping up the crap talk, they still decided to present the Teacher of the Year thing with like both teachers standing next to each other. So it opens up with the freshman class because they're 9th grade. They go first. They get their English Teacher of the Year, their Math Teacher of the Year, their Science Teacher of the Year, all that good stuff. Sophomore year goes. Here comes the junior class. They start with the math class. They're like, oh, this math teacher sure does know his numbers. And he's like, yeah, that's right. I can count to 10. Everybody does their little round of applause for the math teacher counting. They go to the English teacher, and the two teachers are standing next to each other, and you can just tell by their facial expression that they want nothing more than to take the like crown that they were gonna give to the queen teacher and just shove it into the esophagus of the other one. They wanted that other one coughing up rhinestones for a month and a half, bro. Nothing would make them happier than to watch them suffer. And that's when they announce the winner, and they say Miss Keynes, dude, and they put the crown on Miss Keynes' head. And as soon as they put the crown on Miss Keynes' head, instead of like going, oh my, this competition got a little bit out of control, but I sure am glad to win, she leans into Miss A's face and just goes, ha, loser. And when she does that, Miss A grabs the crown and pulls it. But when she pulls the crown, it got like stuck in her hair, so she's pulling her hair. So Miss Keynes swings on Miss A and hits her in the face. And at that point, Miss A swings back. And in the middle of an assembly with all these people watching, the teachers start fighting, bro. They start throwing hands, pulling hair, hitting each other. And instead of like, you know, the kids in the auditorium calmly going, guys, what you're doing is deeply out of character and misrepresentative of our school, they start doing what any group of kids would start doing whenever your teachers start fighting. I don't care how old I get. I ever see my teachers throwing hands, I'm doing what everybody's gonna do. Fight, 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 fight. They start chanting fight, dude. They're chanting fight so loud that the dean over the microphone trying to calm everybody down is like barely audible. So while everybody's just going fight, 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 all you hear over that is like, calm down everybody, please go back to your seats. And they're still fighting, bro. I think honestly what happens when adults start fighting at a school is nobody really knows what to do. Like if I'm a principal, bro, breaking up two 13-year-olds hitting each other in the head ain't too difficult, dude. But two fully grown women using a crown as a weapon fighting, yeah, I'm not too sure if I'm really trying to hop in the middle of that, to be completely honest. I'd rather just sit back here where I'm perfectly safe far back and just do my thing. They're adults, they can work it out themselves, right? They don't need me going in there and solving their problems. Regardless, everyone's screaming fight while these teachers are fighting, and finally one of the like security people from the school, one of the people that just kind of goes to the classrooms the misbehaving kids are and like takes them to the office, he kind of gets between them and breaks them up, and they're just both screaming at each other, but they're still somehow not mad enough to be swearing at each other. Like, they're still using that teacher language. So even though they just got in a fight in front of everybody, they're like, you are a massive disgrace. The level of disrespect that you just showed is intolerable. Like, you're just using those type of terminologies, dude. They're not even like, I'm gonna beat you. No, they're just out here using that English teacher language, which, hey, goes to show you read a dictionary enough, and even when you're mad, not I'm mad, sorry, you'll still be sounding like Shakespeare. You want to take your crap talk to the next level, get mad at somebody instead of being like, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Thou face shall make contact with my nearest and dearest knuckle as I hurl it through the sky like a thunderbolt of lightning towards your lips. Hey, that's a much better way of saying you're gonna punch them in the face so hard they're gonna be shocked, dog, I promise you. Alright guys, I'm gonna interrupt the video for just 1 second. On screen now is an Xbox gift card. For those of you that don't know, I give away a gift card every single upload here on this channel as a way to just say thank you to everyone who's subscribed with notifications on. If you're already one of those people, then big thank you to you. I appreciate it. But if you're not already, you've been watching for 10 minutes, why not hit that sub button? It's always free. Turn on notifications because you can always unsub. And yeah, whoever got the gift card, enjoy it. I'm going to let you guys get back to the video now and shut up. Hopefully you enjoy. Thanks. So they finally get broken up and escorted out of the room, and obviously the auditorium at that point is just not gonna calm down. I don't care how good of a principal you think you are, calming down people after they just witnessed English teachers throwing hands just isn't gonna happen. In fact, they're still screaming fight, even after it's been broken up. So the principal at that point starts trying to calm him down, but they're still chanting fight to the point where they can't hear him, right? So he's like, whatever, I guess that's it for the assembly. So they get let out of the assembly a little bit early, and so obviously the kids start pouring into the courtyard of the school, and everyone's still super excited. And everybody's excited, so a couple kids decide that they're gonna fight now. They just witnessed the teachers fighting, so they start fighting. But when they start fighting, it's in the middle of this giant group of people pouring out of the gym. So there's a giant crowd around them. It takes forever to the teachers to get to the middle of that fight, and by that point, the crowd is either so hyped up they don't want to leave or they've already left. So there's just this group of kids that's like, oh, fight in the school. The principals ended up having to call home that day and make a statement talking about how mob violence shortly took grasp of the school for a small period of time at the assembly today, and they promised to not let it happen again. And that's not the phone call you want to get from your son's school. Yeah, that's right. Today we accidentally had a mob burst into the courtyard after 2 English teachers tried to punch each other to death. We promise that at our school we do not push the idea of punching people in the face. Sometimes, though, accidents do happen. How do you even explain that to somebody? What's even crazier, though, is I guess both the teachers just decided not to really snitch on each other after the fight just because they knew they were both screwed if they did that. So somehow, I'm not too sure if this guy goes to a tiny school or what, where the principal has more control, but neither one of them got fired. The only thing that they had to do was go out of their way to be nice to each other and make a good friendship now, which sounds like the most third grade way of handling things. Oh yeah, you just beat the crap out of each other, you guys get along now and be best friends. I used to hate when elementary school teachers would do that. If you don't get along with John, you have to. No, John's a dick. I really do not want to get along with him. Anyways, guys, I think that's gonna do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, I would really appreciate you taking just a quick second to go down there and press the like button and comment something down below. If you don't know what to comment down below, just go ahead and comment the word teacher fight down there. It really helps me hit recommended, and I'd appreciate it. Like I said, if you're new, subscribe, turn on notifications. But if you're in the mood for more content, you just can't get enough of my voice, you can check out the other story times or my podcast, The Scutscast. I will put a link down below in the description for those of you that want to check it out. A link to the intro song can also be found down below, with a link to the merch store too. If you have any crazy story stuff that gone down in your life you think might make a good video, you can send submissions to my Instagram at Scrubby. Feel free to go do that. No pressure though, and yeah, on that note, hopefully y'all enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot, and hopefully I'll see you guys all next time with another video. I'm out. Peace.